Hello, I'm Janice and I hope you're all doing well. In today's video, we are actually heading to Omakase at a restaurant in Willoughby. Now, I've never been to this restaurant before. It comes recommended to me by my friends, and I actually have no idea how many courses are in this omakase and what food is involved with this omakase. We're going to be trying it for the first time together. So without further ado, let's head to the restaurant right now. Okay, so what we're gonna have today is 18 different courses, and the first course is just come, but I don't actually know what's actually in there. So I'm gonna have to ask them again to see what's actually in the first course. It looks nice though. And we also have a drink, which is a Mandarin highball, which is nice because it is so hot today. It went up to like 40 degrees today. So yeah, I'm excited about that.
You ready?
I can't taste any alcohol at all. Okay, first course is the okra. It's extremely stuck together and slimy. Can you tell? It's a tad bit spicy as well. Just a really tiny bit spicy. I like it. Okay, for our next course we have 2 pieces of snapper sashimi. There is some wasabi on the side, and they also come with soy sauce in like a tiny teapot. It's just so fresh. I'm so glad we have 2 pieces. I'm gonna add a tad bit of wasabi on this piece. This is so nice and fresh. I can't wait to see what the third course is. Alright, third course is the Tuna Sashimi. I love tuna, so this is like, I actually like it more than any other fish, so I prefer this over the second course that we had. Okay, next up we have the egg. It's actually really nice. It's warm though. I'm usually used to it not being as warm. It's still a little bit sweet. I want some rice with this. You can feel the different layers as you bite into it. Okay, so I've just moved seats to be seated at the bar. I'm away from my friends right now. They've allowed me to sit closer so I can get close-ups of the sushi being made. So I'm very appreciative. I hope you enjoy it as well. Okay, I am now trying my first nigiri. I'll put the description and the details of everything here, just in case I don't catch it. I'll figure out what it is afterwards. But I asked if I needed to put any additional soy sauce or anything on it, and he said no. So I'm just gonna eat it as is. I'm just gonna put the whole thing in my mouth. I'm just gonna do a one-biter. The rice is very nicely seasoned. The fish is very fresh. You can taste a little bit of the wasabi inside as well. Next up, we have a Kingfish nigiri that's been aged for 4 days. And initially, I wasn't really sure what it meant when something's been aged for, say, 4 days. But what I've been told is that it makes the fish a little bit sweeter. There's a process that they do which involves salt water, and then they wrap it in cloth. And by it, I mean the fish. I'm not gonna try and explain it because I don't fully understand it. I'm just gonna be quiet and eat the fish. Look at this glistening in the light. I don't know what else to say other than it's really delicious. And the fish is, a little bit sweeter. There is a spicy kick to it, which I actually quite enjoy. It's like quite citrusy, spicy. But I think this is number 6 on the list, and seeing as we have an 18 course, I'm very excited to see what else is on this list. Okay, this next one, I need to eat it straight away. It's a Dory with umeshu on top. So I'm just gonna put it in my mouth and then we'll talk about it afterwards. This is what it looks like. You can taste a little bit of the alcohol from the umeshu and the Dory. You know what? I actually don't know enough about fish to give like really detailed description about how they taste. But let me just tell you, they all taste really fresh and I'm enjoying every single bite that I'm having right now. Like it just melted in my mouth straight away. And I can taste a bit of the like alcohol as well. Yeah. Next up we have a 4-day aged salmon belly with caviar on top, and there is no soy sauce necessary. I haven't dipped any of my sushi in soy sauce thus far. But anyway, I'm excited to try this one as well. The rice is very nicely seasoned. You can taste like a hint of the vinegary flavor in it, but it's still a little bit sweet. The fish, the salmon belly, is fatty, it's fresh. And then when you're eating the caviar, there's like a pop of sort of saltiness in it, which I guess is why you don't need the soy sauce. That was really good. I'm gonna eat some ginger and just cleanse the palate. Next up we have the snapper with yuzu pepper on top. This is what it looks like. The rice is consistently delicious. It's a little bit vinegary, it's a little bit sweet. The yuzu pepper, it's actually a little bit spicy as well. I can feel the spice slowly spreading through my mouth, but initially it has a citrusy flavor to it, and then slowly the spice creeps through. I mean, I can still handle it, so it's not too bad. Okay, next up we have the Tuna Akami, which I was told is the back part of a tuna. Now, tuna is one of my favorite Tuna is one of my favorite fish to eat. So, as expected, I'm very excited to try this one. I'm just gonna say the same things over and over again. It just glistens in the light. I don't know if it's because I'm partial to tuna, but yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, next up we have tuna again. This time it's bluefin tuna. It looks beautiful and I can't wait. I absolutely can't wait to try this. It's quite interesting because he did put a little bit of like the citrus peel on top of it. So I can taste a little bit of the citrus flavor on this bluefin tuna nigiri. It's a new flavor to me and it's interesting. Next up we continue the tuna saga. We have the O-toro. It's quite melt in your mouth. I kind of wish I had another piece. I don't know how far down we are right now. I think we're at number 9 or number 10, which means we're kind of halfway there, which makes me a little bit sad, but I'm still excited for everything that's to come. Okay, next up we have the Alfonsino with shiso leaf powder on top. I think I got this right. I've never heard of this fish before, but then when I asked how to spell it and I googled it, I think I have seen it. I don't know. The fish, as always, is very fresh, and the shiso powder, it's a little bit vinegary, which I actually really like because I'm partial to all things vinegary, so I really enjoyed that. Okay, next up we have a scallop and it's wrapped around in this seaweed. I'm gonna eat this as soon as possible, so just give me 1 sec. Let me give you a close-up. The scallop is really juicy and fresh. And there's a bit of a soy flavor to it as well. And then when you add the seaweed, the nori sheet on the outside, it's nice and crisp. I think it's just something you have to eat straight away, so it doesn't sort of get soggy or anything. There was also a shiso leaf on the inside as well, which kind of had like a hint of, you know, minty, peppery, a little bit similar to coriander as well. It was a nice addition of flavors to the scallop nigiri. Okay, next up we have the squid. It's a bit savory, it's got some soy flavor to it, and it reminds me of like the markets in Osaka, like the Kuroma market. For some reason, like eating this just reminded me of that. Okay, next up we have this. So there's a wasabi leaf on top, and what I was told is to put everything onto the leaf and then eat it. I've also got a spoon. Okay, underneath that leaf, it looks beautiful. Do I just scoop it into this leaf, like with a spoon, and put it, okay, the whole thing? Okay. All right, I'm gonna try one bite of this. So, excuse me if I look a bit, actually, I always look like that. Rice with oyster, with fish roe. Okay. This feels like I'm in the ocean. So there's like the taste of the oyster, it's a little bit salty. And then we've got the hops of the fish roe. And then you've got the lemon balm, which is quite citrusy, and the wasabi leaf at the end as well. This is really good. I really like it a lot. Okay, my friends got sea urchin, which I didn't get because I'm not like a huge fan of sea urchin, but let me show you what they look like. Okay, now we have like a mixed fish soup. It's different parts of the fish that might not be the best for sashimi, but it's great for soup. It gives it like a sweeter flavor. So I see some tofu in there. I see some fish chunks in there as well. It's really hot. Oh wow. This is so fresh and so sweet. The thing is, it's a little bit deceptive because it looks so clear, but then there's so much flavor in this broth. It just hits this spot in terms of flavor, in terms of freshness. I love this soup. This soup is like something I'd come back for and just have like a big bowl. If I had a big bowl of this soup, a little bit of rice, some veggies, I'd be very happy. Okay, I think we're nearly done. My next dish is dessert, and I'm a little bit sad because it's all over, but there's still one thing to look forward to. Okay, for dessert today we have Hojicha Icecream. It's about to melt because it's very hot today. Wow, the flavor of Hojicha it's quite like roasty, if that makes sense. I think I like Hojicha ice cream more than matcha ice cream. Yeah, this is delicious. It's not too sweet, which is why I like it as well. Alright, and that pretty much concludes our 18-course omakase. If you're still watching, thank you so much for watching till the end. Thank you for joining me on this epic dinner. If you're Sydney-based, make sure you sign up to my newsletter, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! What's the other stuff that's in there?